Now at 5 o'clock, searching the scorching desert for a missing valley woman. Friends and family used new clues to create a new search map today. Plus, a plane down in the West Valley. The pilot walked away. Right now, the investigation underway. But first on this Sunday, new developments in the London terror attack. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jared Dillingham. Tonight, ISIS is claiming responsibility for this attack, and here's what we know so far. 7 people were killed, 48 more injured, and 36 of them are still in the hospital tonight, many of them in critical condition. Today, police raided several more properties and have made 12 arrests. Tina Kraus has more from London.
Police removed the van Sunday evening they say 3 men used to launch a terror attack. The suspected terrorist struck pedestrians on London Bridge, crashed the vehicle outside a pub in the Borough Market area, then got out and started stabbing people in several restaurants in front of horrified witnesses.
3 guys, yeah, they just was stabbing this woman constantly, non-stop, 3 of them, just stabbing her from every direction. I heard them say one thing, this is for Allah.
Counter-terrorism officers conducted several raids in the East London suburb of Barking and arrested 12 people. Police released more details about what unfolded Saturday night. They say the van was rented by one of the 3 suspects and all were wearing fake suicide vests. Police fired around 50 rounds to kill them.
The firearms officers fired an unprecedented number of rounds to be completely confident that they had neutralised the threat that those men posed.
One bystander was accidentally shot but is expected to recover. Officers continued their investigation here at London Bridge on Sunday. Police say people should expect to see more armed police and more security after this latest attack. Officials say Thursday's general election in the UK will go ahead as planned. Campaigning was suspended Sunday.
Violence can never be allowed to disrupt the democratic process. So those campaigns will resume in full tomorrow.
This is the 3rd major attack in Britain in the past 3 months. The UK will hold a moment of silence for the victims Tuesday morning. Tina Kraus, London.
Ariana Grande took the stage today for the One Love Manchester benefit for the 22 victims of the bombing at her concert last month, and she was joined by several different musical acts. The money raised goes to help the families and surviving victims of the suicide bombing at her concert 13 days ago. 50,000 packed the stands tonight, including 14,000 people who actually witnessed the Manchester Arena attack itself.
It's one of those events where it's kind of like we were there. You know, you'll remember it, won't you, forever.
The suicide bombing at Manchester Arena killed 22 people, including 7 children, and injured dozens more. The bomber died in that suicide blast. A Valley man is in Manchester performing on stage with Ariana Grande. Buddy Strong is in the artist's band. He was also in Manchester during the attack. The Phoenix resident posted on Instagram at the time of the attack, quote, "Thank you for the love and support during this difficult time. Our prayers and thoughts are with the families of the innocent victims." Back here at home, it's been almost a month since Valley mom Christine Mustafa went missing from her North Phoenix home. This morning, a group of neighbors, friends, and complete strangers went back out to a desert area where they believe her body may be. Carla Navarrete was with them.
With the sunrise shining light on the desert path.
I just look at it as divine guidance, and this family needs help. They needed help.
About 10 people, some complete strangers, are searching the Cave Creek Dam area with a mission.
We want to just get Christine home so that the family can put this to rest.
Erin Nethery knows Christine Mustafa and her live-in boyfriend. She tells us psychics and mediums pointed to this area in regards to Christine's whereabouts. The couple lived at a home not too far away from here.
The proximity to the house, he hiked a lot back here, miles and miles and miles. So he would be familiar with the area. It's not very heavily trafficked. You know, it's a possibility, so we're going to look.
This isn't searchers' first time out here. They were here 2 Sundays ago, but this time is different. They've got survey maps of the area.
They have many old mine shafts back here. Some are surface mines, There are a couple of underground ones that we had no idea.
At this point in the investigation, Mustafa's live-in boyfriend is a person of interest and not a suspect. Erin Nethery has her own beliefs based on the time she interacted with the couple.
The first time, I saw it, I saw her picture with the words missing, and my gut went, oh my God, what did he do? That was my gut reaction.
Mustafa has now been missing for almost a month, vanishing without a trace just a few days before Mother's Day.
No matter the outcome today, we have to do it. We have to keep looking. Someone has to.
In North Phoenix, I'm Carla Navarrete for 3TV.
Mustafa has two daughters, a 14-year-old and a 9-month-old. Of course, anyone with clues in the case should call the Phoenix Police Department. An update now on some breaking news we brought you last night at 10. One person is dead after being shot by a police officer in Avondale. It happened at a home near 108th Lane and Thomas Road. Police evacuated everyone inside, but a man with a gun stayed in the backyard. Police say they tried to get him to surrender, but the officers on scene say he aimed a gun at them, and at least one of them opened fire. That man died in the hospital, and officers were not injured in that shooting. New tonight, Phoenix police have identified the man they say tried to rob a West Valley bank yesterday. This is video of the suspect, 44-year-old Robbie Hagel, as he was arrested. Apparently, according to police, he handed a teller a note demanding cash and threatened that he had weapons on him. Turns out he was not armed. Witnesses told us he finally surrendered after a K-9 unit arrived on scene. Hagel is now facing robbery and other charges. A pilot was not hurt today when his plane crashed in Goodyear. It happened right at the Goodyear airport. Investigators say this was an experimental plane, which came down right at the end of the runway just after it took off. The cause still under investigation. What started out as a barbecue quickly grew out of control, and a fire ended up tearing through a home in Glendale this morning. This was the house near 67th Avenue and Bell Road. Thankfully, in this case, no one was hurt. Another hot one out there for your Sunday. Ashley B. Martino standing by in the forecast center. How hot did we get, Ash?
We got to 107 today. And, let's break down this heat and kind of talk about what we've been seeing so far. So between May 1st and June 4th of last year, we had 8 days so far of 100-degree heat. This year, we've had 15, and our temperatures are going to go into the excessive category as we head into the next 24 hours. So the National Weather Service changed our heat advisory to now an excessive heat warning in place right now and goes until 8 p.m. on Wednesday. So we know when we start to get in these categories that we have to keep hydrated. We have to watch for heat exhaustion, heat stroke. We need to make sure we're in AC as much as we can be. And of course, make sure you check on the elderly and your neighbors. We will break down all of the numbers we can expect over the next couple of days coming up in your full forecast.
More heat on the way. Ashley, thank you very much. Well, there's still a chance to become a millionaire. Nobody won last night's Powerball jackpot, and that means Wednesday's drawing is $375 million. If you win, you could take home $235 million as the cash option. You have until 6:59 Wednesday night to get your tickets. Still ahead on this Sunday evening, as ASU's new crop of graduates head out into the working world to start paying off their loans, Arizona's governor weighs in on rising tuition at our state schools. Plus,
yes, they've made some mistakes, and they paid for those mistakes, and they should only pay once.
A second chance for deported veterans. More on the bill lawmakers are pushing to make it happen. Good evening, Arizona. Good evening, Arizona.